Shadow can do. We just landed in Denver a couple of hours ago. We're here to collect Shadow, and then we're going to drive tomorrow morning to Wyoming. Family live on a big ranch, so that'll be nice. We've just had to wait for the customs to clear. A little bit colder here than it was in Florida, so we're going to grab him now. We just take him for a groom, take him to the pet shop, and see how he is. So, that's right. Thanks for your help. Take care. Bye bye. Shadow. Sit. Sit. I want a flexi lead. No way we can just fling him in the bath. Just grip, soft grip. Yeah, love a bit. Sit. Here. Here. Yes. It's been a long flight for Shadow. A bit different for this one because he had to fly and do a stopover. So he stopped over last night in a different location and then did his second flight today and then arrived in Denver. So it's good to just get him out. We don't ask too much from him. We just do a bit of obedience, just real basic, play with the ball and stuff. And yeah, see how he is. So we just arrived now in Wyoming to Shadow's new home. We're just going to get him to meet the family and then do some obedience and crack on. Hi, how are you? Ash, nice to meet you. Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you. Yeah, it's lovely. It's amazing. Okay. So much land, it's crazy. We were just driving through and it's just nothing for miles. The way it'll start, so the first day will kind of be just kind of like not really expecting too much from him, not expecting too much from you, just kind of getting to know him, hand feeding him, bonding with him, walking him, playing with him, stuff like that, so you just get a feel for him. What you got to think of from like the sleeping aspect and stuff is like a security aspect. So obviously he's here for a security purpose as well as being a loving pet and you'll fall in love with him and stuff. But for me, if people break in, like if they're down here and they're going to rob things, then yeah, it's bad, but it's not that bad. But if they start coming up them stairs where you're sleeping, then for me, that's when it gets really bad. Exactly. So for me, I would be positioned at the top of the stairs with the dog saying, you come up here and it's going to get bad. So most of our clients have the dog that's super calm, super social, but when it's time to do its job, you tell it and it does it straight away. The likeliness of you using him for protection is less likely than you using him in obedience. You're going to use him in obedience every single day. You're going to want him to listen when you say here. You've just paid a lot of money, so you know the core basics. What I say is you want him to walk nice next to you when you say. You want him to sit when you say. You want him to down when you say it. Recall back to you when you say it. And you want him to do under distractions. So you want to put him in a down while the cattle are all moving around and him just stay there. You want to put him in a down and your friend try and come and call him and he says, no, I'm not going because dad just put me in a down or mum just put me in a down.
And that's all what I'm used to.
Exactly.
That's everything that you do with a hunting dog.
Exactly.
That's identical.
Yeah. So we'll concentrate all on that. And then the last day we'll touch a bit on like so you're comfortable, so you know that if you did need to use him, especially yourself, like while you're away, if you did need to use him, you know how he's going to act. He knows how you're going to act, which you never really know how you're going to act in one of those situations. You're probably going to leg it and scream, but as long as he knows, but which is fine, he probably would as well. So as long as he knows what he's doing and you know how he's going to react, then you kind of like, you've got a stepping stone basically. So what I would do is I would just hold the lead and we'll just kind of call him to you. So Shadow, and then always say his name before you give him like a command. So I'll always go, Shadow, sit. When he sits, I'll just give him one piece of food, and then we use a command like finish to basically break out of the position. So if I ask him to sit and then I walk off, he should just stay in the sit. If I ask him to down and I walk off, he should stay in the down. I don't like use my Jedi skills and say stay, wait, none of that. We just taught him that if I put him in a down and I walk off, then he just stays in the down. But the moment I ask him to Shadow close and he comes around and he closes next to me, then he's in a job now.
But there's nothing from 50 miles that way to 50 miles that way. Other than motorcycle gangs, and why the fuck do you think we need a protection zone? It was beautiful, and I literally, beautiful day. I was very nervous today.
Yeah.
Anxious, excited, and nervous, and right now all I feel is gratitude.
Good.
I feel really just total gratitude. That's what I feel.
No, I'm happy. Day one for Shadow's handover. Amazing home, unbelievable. It's going to live on a ranch, 7,500 acres in Wyoming. Couldn't have asked for anything better, to be honest. The owners are super happy with today and how it's gone. We just did some bonding, some hand feeding, just some engagement training, bit of obedience. We went for lunch, came back, did a little bit of the same, walked around most of the property as much as we could. Looking forward to day two, get that underway. Back at the family's home now. A bit more exploring to do around the ranch, find out the rest of the land and see what's here. More hand feeding, more bonding, and pushing on with some obedience.
Hi, buddy. Hi. We have a couple of the ranchers. You met Todd yesterday, and then Justin's here.
Okay.
A cow just gave birth.
Oh, wow.
2 twins.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's exciting.
But the mom left one of the babies, so they have the baby here. If you guys want to see
Oh
it.
yeah, that'd be cool, yeah?
Yeah.
Very well. How you doing?
Justin, this is Ash.
This for you.
Steve.
How you doing?
Todd again. Yep. Welcome to Wyoming.
And this is
Yeah,
Steve.
you guys want to see your calf? We just it's like first one of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I ended up with twins, and they don't like twins, so you got to take one of them with you. They,
Heather is just walking Shadow now. She's just gone a little bit away from us to do a bit of bonding over there. They got a lot to land, which is perfect. So she's just doing some sit stays, some down stays, walking close, just all the basics.
And what just happened 5 minutes ago?
Meg fed a cow. We've actually figured that Meg's better with cows than dogs, so when we get back, Meg's going to work on a farm. If I change direction, he change direction. Good. If I stop, he stops. Close. Good. If he gets a little bit ahead of me, hey, close. Good. And I want to literally just be able to. I want to be able to walk him hand down on my side. That's how the leash should look, nice and slack. If he goes a little bit, hey, close. And then he sorts himself out. And then now when I walk, he won't pull now because I've just had to give him that correction. Good boy. Good lad. Good. Okay. So just practice that. So just walking like a bit of a circle or around, change your direction and just get him in it. And if you feel like you need to go hot, don't worry about it. Just go a little bit harder until you find your correction level that works for him. But if you need anything, obviously Mike's got my number, just call me.
Okay.
Guys, enjoy it.
Okay.
Right, we'll see you in a little bit. Bye-bye. Day 2 done, another successful day. Back here tomorrow morning, 9 AM for some protection. I'll wear the actual sleeve that he can see, and it'll be very much bite, win, bite, win, bite, win, because we want to build him up for success. I don't want to put too much pressure on him, start kicking him around and stuff. Even though he'll take it, I just want him to feel like, I want him to feel like
It's
I'm
okay
the man
that
here.
I did that.
Like, I'm a beast. So the way we build them up when we're training them basically is they bite the sleeve, we give them a little bit of pressure and we let them win. We give them a little bit of pressure but we let them win, so then they carry the sleeve around and then it's kind of like, oh, okay. Or you get him in there and he barks at me and I run off and he thinks, oh, I'll bark at him and he legs it, he's scared of me. If we kind of do that today and end on that note, by the time we come back for the follow-up and he's bonded,
you'll see I'll be kicking him up walls and everything. When you're a shit, he'll be all over.
So I've got his passport for you that I'll give you with all his vaccinations in, and then his pedigree, his 5-generation pedigree, will get delivered here. So I just gave your address to the thing, and they post it out to you, and it will come with his parents, grandparents. But I can also send you a link because it's all online as well, so you can view it online and everything as well. Want to do a little bit of protection?
Good boy, strong.
Yeah, I think he was getting frustrated on the floor because he was scratching and sliding and then hit me hard. It was good, did good.
Are you tired?
Yeah, good. So I can't breathe.
We appreciate you coming into our home.
Thank you very much. No problem. Thanks for
No
being
problem. Thank
so
you.
helpful. And if you need anything, just call
Okay, that's
me.
what we'll do. I don't.
Nice to
I
meet
just don't. It's just he's just already been so. He's travel safe.
Yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate it. We'll see you soon after you. Yeah. Cool. See you later.